Namaste everyone. Welcome to fourth lecture of pair of linear equation into variable. This is Rajesh. In this lecture we are going to see algebraic method of solving pair of linear equation, that is elimination method. Already in last lecture we have seen substitution method, and this method we are going to see elimination method, and we will solve exercise 3.4 based on this method. So let us first see what are the steps involved in solving equation by elimination method. First, multiply both the equation by some suitable non-zero constant to make the coefficient of one variable, either x or y, numerically equal. So what is the first step? First step is you multiply both the equation. Now sometimes it does not require to multiply any of the equation. Sometimes it require only one equation to be multiplied by some number, and sometimes it is required to multiply both the equation by some number. Now what we have to do? We have to keep in mind that we have to make a coefficient of any of the variable as same. This is our first step. Now when we solve the problem, then you will understand this step clearly. Second step is then we will add or subtract one equation from the other so that one variable get eliminated. If you get an equation in one variable, go to step 3. So in this second step what we have done, we have added. Now coefficient of one variable is same, so if their sign is different then we add, so that variable will eliminate, and if their sign are same then we subtract, and then that variable will eliminate. So what we will get? We will get an equation in one variable. So if we are getting an equation in one variable, so we go to next step. Step number 3. But if in step number 3 we obtain a true statement involving no variable, then original pair of equation has infinite many solution, and if in this step we obtain a false statement involving no variable, then then the original pair of equation has no solution, that is, it is inconsistent. So as we have seen in substitution method, that if we are getting an expression, if we are getting an equation in which left hand side and right hand side both are equal, there is no variable, then in that case we will say that we have infinite many solution, that is, the system is consistent and have infinite many solution. But if we get left hand side and right hand side some different values, okay, and there is no variable, then in that case we will say that there is no solution or the equations are inconsistent. Now if we get one variable in this step number 2, then we solve that equation in one variable so as to get its value. Once I get the value of x or y, then I will substitute that value of x or y in either of the original equations. So originally I have two equations, so in any of the two equations I will put the value of x or y and I will get the other variable. Let us understand this concept with the help of an example, or let us solve this exercise 3.4. First question: x plus y equal to 5 and 2x minus 3y equal to 4. Now if you check the variable, okay, we have two variable x and y. The coefficient of x in first equation is 1, in second it is 2. The coefficient of y in first equation is 1, in second equation it is 3. So I have to make coefficient of one of the variable as same. So if I want to make the coefficient of variable y same, so here it is minus 3y and here it is only y. So what I will do? I will multiply this equation 1 by 3. So when I multiply by 3, what happened? This will become 3x plus 3y equal to 15. I have multiplied throughout by 3. Now in second equation the coefficient of variable y is minus 3. So what I will do? I will add this equation 3 and equation 2. So after adding equation 3 and equation 2, what we get? This 3y minus 3y will cancel, and 3x plus 2x will give me 5x. So 5x equal to 15 plus 4, 19. So I get the value of 5x 19. That gives me value of x as 19 upon 5. Now I got the value of x as 19 upon 5. Now this value of x 19 upon 5 I will put either in equation 1 or equation 2. As equation 1 is simple, I will put the value of x 19 upon 5 in equation 1. So I get 19 upon 5 plus y is equals to 5. After simplification, the value of y will be 5 minus 19 upon 5. So 5 5s are 25, 25 minus 19 whole divided by 5, that gives me answer is 6 upon 5. So this is elimination method. Here what we are doing, here we are eliminating one of the variable. Now the concept again here also it is very simple. What you have to do, you have to either make the coefficient of y same or you have to make the coefficient of x same, and then you have to add or subtract, right? Okay, so let us move to second question. 3x plus 4y is 10 and 2x minus 2y is equals to 2. So here this is 4y and here it is minus 2y. So what I can do, I can multiply this second equation by 2 and then I will add as they have different sign, right? So you can solve this problem by yourself. Third question, 3x minus 5 minus 4 equal to 0 and 9x equal to 2y plus 7. So what we will do, we will first rearrange these two equations. Like I will move this minus 4 on right hand side, and in the second equation I will bring this 2y on the left hand side. So now these two equations are in the form which we are solving, that is ax plus by equal to c, and write that in that form. Now here 3x is there and here we have 9x. So what we can do, we can multiply this equation 1 by 3, or else if I want to make the coefficient of variable y same, then in that case what I will do, I will multiply equation 1 by 2. So that will make the coefficient of y as 10, and second equation I will multiply by 5. So I will get the coefficient of y as 10. So as coefficient of y is same, I will subtract and I will get the value of x. So here we will multiply equation 1 by 3. Now I am making the variable x, coefficient of variable x same in both the equations, and then I am subtracting equation 3 from equation 2. So first I will write equation 2, which is 9x minus 2y equal to 7. Then I am writing equation number 3, which is 9x minus 15y equal to 12. Then I am subtracting, so the sign will change. I will get here as 13y equal to, here I will get 7 minus 12 as minus 5. So value of y is minus 5 upon 13. Now once I get the value of y as minus 5 upon 13, I will put this value in any of the equation. So let us put this value in equation number 1. So in equation number 1 I put and I simplify, I get the value of x. So value of x we are getting here as 9 upon 13. This 3 when it will go in denominator, 27 upon 3 gives me 9. So 9 upon 3 is the value of x. So x 9 upon 3 and y minus 5 upon 13 are the required solution. Now in fourth question, x upon 2 plus 2y upon 3 equal to minus 1 and x minus y upon 3 equal to 3. So what I will do, I will first multiply both the sides by the LCM of denominator. That will make my equation simple, and then I will use the elimination method. Now second question, again here we have word problems. So what we have to do, we have to convert this word problem in equation and then we can solve. Now here the problem is, form the pair of linear equation in the following problem and find their solution if they exist by elimination method. So when they specify, when in problem it is specified that we have to use elimination method or substitution method, so we have to restrict ourselves to those methods. But if nothing is mentioned, then it is our choice which method we want to use. Now in this case, if we add 1 to the numerator and subtract 1 from the denominator, a fraction reduces to 1 and it becomes half if we only add 1 to the denominator. What is the fraction? So we can consider, let the required fraction be x upon y. You can also say that let the numerator be x and denominator be y. So your required fraction is x upon y. Now as per the first condition, when I add 1 to numerator and subtract 1 from denominator, I get 1. So I will simplify this, x plus 1 equal to y minus 1. This gives me an equation as x minus y equal to minus 2. Then as per the second condition, when I add 1 to the denominator, my fraction become half. So x upon y plus 1 become half. This gives me 2x equal to y plus 1. This gives me 2x minus y equal to 1. Now I have these two equations. What I can do, I can solve them. Now here if you see, the coefficient of y is 1. Here also the coefficient of y is 1. So what we have to do, we have to subtract one equation from the other equation and we will get the solution. So I leave that part for you to solve. Okay. Now second question, 5 years ago Nuri was thrice as old as Sonu. 10 years later Nuri will be twice as old as Sonu. How old are Nuri and Sonu? So we don't know the age of Nuri and Sonu. So let us consider that the present age of Nuri be X and the present age of Sonu be Y. Now 5 years ago, so that means age after before 5 years we will see. So 5 years ago the age of Nuri will be X minus 5 and the age of Sonu will be Y minus 5. And then they have given some condition for 10 years later. So age after 10 years will be X plus 10 and Y plus 10. Now as per first condition, 5 years ago Nuri was thrice as old as Sonu. So 5 years ago we have age of Nuri as X minus 5. So X minus 5 is thrice, so it is equals to 3 times Y minus 5. This is first condition. We will simplify. So we get X minus 5 equal to 3Y minus 15. That gives me X minus 3Y equal to minus 15 plus 5, that is minus 10. And as per second condition, 10 years later, so after 10 years the age of Nuri will become X plus 10. So X plus 10 is equals to, it is given twice as old as Sonu, so it is 2 times Y plus 10. Again we will simplify, we get one equation. Now I have X minus 3Y equal to minus 10 and X minus 2Y equal to plus 10. What we can do? We can subtract equation 1 from equation 2 and we get the value of Y. We substitute that value of Y either in equation 1 or in equation 2 and we will get the value of X. Here the sum of the digits of 2-digit number is 9. So we have 2-digit number. So let us consider digit at unit place be Y and digit at tens place be X. So as digit at tens place is X, the given number will be 10x plus Y. Alright, understand this concept. When you have digit X at tens place, then its value will be 10x and Y is at unit place, so its value is Y. So the total number, the complete number will be 10x plus Y. This is my number, given number. Now if I reverse this number, I will get 10y plus x. Now see the question. The sum of digit of 2-digit number is 9. Also 9 times this number is twice the number obtained by reversing the order of digits. So when I reverse the order of digit, whatever number I get, okay, 9 times of this original number will be equal to twice of that number. I have to find the number. So here we have assumed the digits as x and y. Now as per first condition, the sum of digit, so x plus y is given 9. As per second condition, 9 times the original number is 2 times the number obtained by reversing the digit. Okay, so 9 times 10x plus y equal to 2 times 10y plus x. I will simplify this equation and I get an equation like 8x minus y. Here I am getting 88x minus 11y equal to 0. I will divide both the side by 11. I will get 8x minus y is 0. Now I have these two equations, equation 1 and equation 2. What I can do? I can add them. So after adding, my y will eliminate, as here it is plus y and here it is minus y, and I will get the value of x. Then I will put the value of x in any of the equation. I will get the value of y. Next question is, Meena went to bank to withdraw rupees 2000. She asked the cashier to give her rupees 50 and rupees 100 note only. Meena got 25 note in all. Find how many note of rupees 50 and rupees 100 she received. So here Meena withdraw total 2000. Okay, she withdraw these amount in the form of rupee 50 note or rupee 100 note. The total note is 25. So what we do? We don't know how many notes are of rupees 50 and how many notes are rupees 100. So we will assume that the number of notes of rupees 50 be x and the number of rupee 100 note be y. So by first condition we have x plus y is equals to 25, as total number of note is 25. Now as per the second condition, we have 50x plus 100y equal to 2000. Okay, if she asks the cashier to give rupees 50 and rupees 100, actually this is my first condition. I have total 2000. Okay, in that 2000 we have x note of rupee 50, so that means I have 50x, and y note of rupee 100, so that means I have 100y, so 50x plus 100y is 2000. Now you have two equations you can solve. What you can do, you can first simplify this equation 2 by dividing throughout by 50. So once you divide by 50, what you will get? You will get x plus 2y equal to 54, so you will get 0 0 cancel, you will get 4. So x plus 2y is equals to 40 is your equation. You will solve these two equations and you will get the value of x and y. Next question is, a lending library has a fixed charge for the first 3 days and an additional charge for each day thereafter. So here see the library, how it is charging. For 3 days it is charging a fixed amount, and thereafter it is charging some variable amount, some additional amount for each day, right? Sarita paid rupees 27 for a book kept for 7 days. So Sarita took a book for 7 days and total amount paid is 27, while Shushi paid rupees 21 for the book she kept for 5 days. So for 5 days we are paying rupees 21, for 7 days we are paying rupees 27. We have to find the fixed charge and the charge for each extra day. So we will say, let us fixed charge for the first 3 days be rupees x, and additional charge after 3 days is rupees y per day. Okay, so for 7 days, according to first condition, for 7 days, out of 7 days, 3 days will charge only x rupees, and the remaining 4 days they will charge 4y, because for each extra day we have to pay rupees y. So for 4 days we will pay 4y. So x plus 4y is 27. And as per the second condition, we have x plus 2y. Now for 5 days we have taken the book. Out of those 5 days, for 3 days the cost is rupees x, and for remaining 2 days the cost will be rupees 2y. So x plus 2y is rupees 21. Now I have these two equations. Here if you see, the coefficient of x is same, so what you have to do, you have to subtract equation 2 from equation 1 and you will get the answer, right? So this is how we can solve the problem by elimination method. Now if it is mentioned that solve the problem by elimination, then you have to use elimination. If they ask to use substitution, then you have to use substitution. But if they haven't mentioned anything about which method to use, then it is your choice. Whatever method you feel comfortable, you can use. Okay, what I recommend that once you get the answer, put those answers, okay, in rough, somewhere in rough, make some rough column and put these values in both the equation and see that both the equations are satisfied or not. By that you can verify your answer. Okay, so each time it is not required to verify. Whenever you have some confusion or doubt, then in that case you can verify like this. I hope you understand this elimination method. Thank you.